morning, Steve Freed in Chicago with the morning grain comments. Well, grains are higher. Right now we've got beans up 7 cents at 12.06. The high was 12.12, and considering that the low recently was 11.45. Much of the rally in the bean market is because heavy rains across southern Brazil, Rio Grande do Sul, which is 12% of the Brazil crop. Could see a little bit of break in the rain after this weekend, but later next week, rains will return, but maybe not as heavy. We've got meal up $4 at $3.69. The low was $3.28. Soybean oil is at 43 cents a pound. The high was 50 cents a pound. So we've certainly seen a big break in soybean oil because of increased U.S. supply and a drop in global veg oil demand. And then the rally in meal, in part, has to do with what's going on in Brazil, but also Argentina is slow in their bean harvest. We've got corn market up about 3.5 cents at 4.63. The low has been 4.36. The rally in part has to do with kind of following maybe some of the wheat market, but also farmers not selling corn at that lower price. He's in the fields. He probably will see some delays with the wet weather through May 10th. Then we should see some drier weather allow for planting. But then we start getting into what happens this summer if that dry weather were continued. Yesterday, I suggested that we're trying to put a bottom in the corn market and that farmers shouldn't really sell cash corn until we see 550. That's a long way away. It's going to need drier weather to get there. But I think it is possible this year versus the majority of the years. At the wheat market, Chicago at 6.17, up 12 cents. The low was 5.50, and so we're seeing a little bit of an uptick in the wheat market, mostly because of some wet weather in Western Europe, and we're also seeing some dry weather across parts of Russia and Ukraine. The southern plains, western Kansas might see some shower activity, but again, the forecast this late spring and summer is for drier conditions, and May is the most important month for wheat in the northern hemisphere. So what we're looking at a little bit of an uptick. I don't think we've got into anywhere near price levels or momentum that's going to make the funds cover their short positions. But yesterday they did buy 12,000 contracts of beans, 6,000 corn, and 7,000 meal.